Yo, what's up? It's your man Surplus, and we back with another reaction video. And today we're gonna be talking about the very, very last episode, the final episode of the incredible show Snowfall, created by the late great John Singleton. Rest in peace to John Singleton, man. If you haven't been watching Snowfall any season, you bugging, and that was a great time to go ahead and fire stick whatever you're going to do, go back to season 1, get caught up, find out what the craze and what the hype is about with this show. It's very much worth you checking out, and that's a fact. So, man, for those who have been watching since season 1 and seeing how everything ends in this last episode on the finale of Snowfall is heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. It really truly is, and especially if you're of a certain age and you remember how things was in our neighborhoods before the crack epidemic came about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sad, man, that this guy put his life on the line, his family. He lost a lot over the years, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to get to that bag, and it pretty much just consumed him when Teddy took that bread from him, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was definitely the breaking point and the last of Franklin Saint that we knew that we wouldn't be seeing that Franklin Saint ever again. And this last episode proved that, man. It just broke my heart every time he went to go see his mom's, and she wouldn't talk to him, she wouldn't say nothing, because she knew that he hadn't learned his lesson. She killed the man right in front of him, saved his life, pretty much sacrificed herself to keep the government from pretty much just unleashing a all-out onslaught on their neighborhood and trying to find this guy. And he just didn't get it, man. He was too consumed and too worried about getting to that bag. I mean, and yeah, it's a bad thing that it got to that point, but at the same time, coming from our neighborhoods, just imagine, yo, you up millions in a era where that was like having all the money in the world. When you really think about it, essentially that was like having all the money in the world and to have it just swiped from you. Just like, you definitely gonna go crazy. This guy had airplanes and businesses and the cars, and he had product everywhere, and everybody's copping from him. Everything is flowing, it's moving. He got the product coming in. Everything was gravy with him and Terry, and then it's just everything just flipped that night of the wedding when my man spiked the chocolate with the LSD, and everybody was bugging out. It was like from that point on, the show took a whole 720. You know what I'm saying? It got really, really, really dark, really, really fast. You know what I'm saying? And it was just sad seeing Leon go back to the neighborhood and to find Franklin basically looking like a Walking Dead zombie, man. It's like, look at this picture behind me right here. Like, come on, son. That's pretty much turned into everything that his father was. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, because we all have seen or all know or all have family members or friends with family members who went through this same exact thing in that era, man. It just was a dark time, and it's still the trickle down effects still have our neighborhoods looking crazy till this day, yo. And we going through a lot of the same issues, and a lot of the guys still was getting caught up in the same exact cycle as Franklin did in real life. You know what I'm saying? And all behind, you know, chasing that dollar, yo. Like, I think this episode definitely was an eye opener and showed that all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Coupled with, You can do everything you want for everybody around you to put them in the best situations and make everything great in their world. And when it comes down to you needing them most, nobody's there for you. It's like, it's real disheartening. His girl took the bread, all the bread that he had left, skipped town with his kid. And in a way, I don't blame her, because she's seen it too. Like when he put his hands around her throat, she's seen it like, nah, this is worse than I thought. And she's starting to see what his mother was saying, what her mother was saying. It all came full circle right there in that moment when he put his hands on her. And then he went to his man's crib to try to get the little bread that he got out the safe, and ended up catching two bodies. And it's just crazy how we seen him catch his first body with Leon out there in the desert, and he couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? He was very hesitant. And then on this up to the last episode, he just not even thinking about it. Bomb. Out of here. Franklin definitely went from top of the world to the lowest of the lows, the bottom of the dumps. You know what I'm saying? And it really hit home when he told Leon when the cops was breaking in the crib, "Now I'm finally free." That house was like the last handcuff or the last link tying him to his old life. And he's pretty much just accepted his fate. Like, this is who I am now. Nobody. With nothing. Nothing to live for. When he had once everything in the world to live for. Right at his fingertips. And it's just extremely sad, and a sad reality. And I'm pretty sure everybody that was watching that felt how powerful this episode was, you know, and a desperation of him just trying to get something. Like, you went all these years poisoning your community, making this bread for the government. All these years, all this sacrifice, all this trauma to walk away with nothing. Not even a house to live in. It's crazy. But I'm glad they're doing a spinoff with Wanda and I guess Leon. You know, they kept the shelter and everything. I guess they're gonna try to keep the role with his mom still partaking in it. I'm not sure, but I would suppose that they will, being like we seen that, you know, she looked at Leon more like a son than she did her own son Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was there for him and Wanda when they got back from Africa, giving her something to do at the shelter, you know what I'm saying, just to keep her occupied and keep from backsliding and going back to the drugs and everything and relapsing. It's just a very dope episode, and a reminder to the world that this is what happened to us. Shouts out to the writers, man. Shouts out to the writers. I'm pretty sure John Singleton would be very pleased with how you guys tied everything together at the end. I like how they did the when they was walking to the store and they had the guys for the Boys in the Hood movie set out there filming and stuff, and how they implemented that into the show. I thought that was real dope, and a dope tribute to that movie, which is a classic, and as well a tribute to the genius of the late great John Singleton. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry to spoil it for y'all, but go watch the episode. Please support that. It's just extremely dope to see how vividly they were able to capture things that was going on in that time period and the destruction that was pretty much left it as pretty much like an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. Very sad, man, to see Franklin go out the way that he did. And all the episodes leading up to this last episode, he was just spiraling more and more and more and more out of control. It was real wild when he had the guy come bust open the safe, and then he ended up clipping him anyway. I mean, it was a risk. I understand why he did it. It was a risk letting that man leave out the house, go back to his family, and possibly telling on him. But at the same time, that man was a family man. They ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He just there doing his job and got caught up in the mix of some BS and the madness of Franklin Saint. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to them guys, man. They acted they behinds off for this show. Every last single actor in the cast. Shouts out to y'all, man. Shouts out. Y'all did that. Y'all did that crazy. Salute. I don't know what kind of awards could be offered for this, but y'all deserve like every last one of them. Word. Y'all fire. If nobody told you today, y'all are fire. Every single last one of y'all, man. Damson Idris, he definitely played that role. Oh my God. I keep saying how disheartening it is watching that video, watching them leave that house, from him discovering Franklin to them walking to the store and back. Like, it was just like, wow. And just, you know what I'm saying, just to get a clearer view of everything that transpired, how it went from point A to Z, I went back and watched like episode 1 and 2 just to see how clean and the neighborhood was, how innocent these guys was. You know what I'm saying? Young teenagers. It was, man. I don't know what else to say, man. But if you watch the last episode, or if you watch every season of Snowfall, drop down in the comments. Let me know how you felt about the season finale. What else did you take from it? Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything you want to add on to that? Yeah, man. And we're gonna be back with another reaction video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and y'all be cool. How y'all be cool? All right, safe it up. Peace.